Welcome once again to the Jason Reuter Coaches Show here on the BCHS Bear Network. I'm your host, Gary Ownbey, and today we're going to talk about postseason basketball, especially Bearette basketball. And Coach Reuter, we always like to start with you introducing our special guest today, a couple of girls we've had before, but we move into postseason. It's a whole new season, so we'll let you start off by introducing our two juniors there.
We got Sloan Carpenter, a junior here next to me, and we got Erica Swick to her left, two starting juniors, and point guard Sloan and shooting guard with Erica, and I appreciate them taking time out of their busy schedule to come. It's a busy time of year to come in here, and I know we're all busy, but there's the big game coming up Friday night. I know you're going to ask us about that, so I'm going to let you take the reins.
We'll probably bring that up throughout the thing here. Two juniors here, and Sloan sort of got her indoctrination, unfortunately, as a freshman at the state tournament when we had an injury, and you had to play point guard for the first time as a starter there. Now, both of you started every single game this year. I think all five starters out except for Sloan, except for Ashlyn, who had an ankle injury there one time, missed one game or two, something.
And we hadn't pulled Hannah out on senior night.
Oh, okay.
Starter,
Yeah,
Hannah Jones. So,
but otherwise, we've had a lot of great play from you two girls here. And let me start here with Sloan, and we'll talk to this old guy later here, but we talk to him all the time. Sloan, big game we had Monday night against McMinn County, a game that our hearts were in our throat. We had butterflies in our stomach, and I heard what this guy, he told me on the radio what's going through his mind. A tough game, but somehow the champions find a way to win. And here again, the play that was called after the timeout. We had a timeout, I think it's 26 seconds ago, and we had a play, and the ball got kicked out of bounds by McMinn. We had another chance to go back in, and of course the play was designed to set up for Hannah to go inside to shoot. And sort of like a state tournament, if Hannah's not open, somebody like Hannah Lombard's going to step up and take a shot too. We know that. But we've had a lot of great games like that. Sloan, what goes as a player, and Erica, what goes through your mind when you're out there? Do you even think like we do on the radio? I'm thinking, man, here we go. We're going to lose, and we're going to be second, and our streak's over and all that. But does it go through your mind like that, or?
No, I didn't have any doubt. I had faith in our team.
Yeah.
I thought we'd pull it out.
Well, we did.
just
Eric.
a little down.
No, I was ready.
Was you worried though that we might not pull it out?
I was confident too.
Yeah, no, I was confident.
Well, that's great. You
I
got
like that. I like that mindset, Gary. I like that.
You got to be confident there. And I turned to Steve on my side here, and I said, man, we're in trouble here because we'd gone to commercial break. And I said, man, I don't know. Is our streak coming to end right now? And as it turned out, it didn't. And much to the heartbreak of McMinn County, it has a good team, and they played. We beat them pretty handily twice in the regular season, but tournament time is so different, and we've had so many times we've had last-second shots, and I was thinking back last year, it wasn't tournament time, but Stewart's Creek, Kelsey Carmen hits that three-pointer in overtime to win it here on our floor. We had Ryan Howard in 2015 McMinn final. She hit a three-pointer to win 50-47 in that game there. Anna Walker hit the shot, to win a game.
East Hamilton.
Yeah. And Hannah Lombard, goes without saying, to win a state title when we were down a point, just like we were Monday night. Wasn't an elimination game. That was being the good news, Win or lose, you're going to keep playing, but still you want to go into champions, and that's our 12th straight district title, and you girls are part of that. You were not part of the state championship team in 2019 because you were still 8th graders at the time. And man, it just seems like yesterday when that happened. But has your experience, Erica, at Bradley, has it been what you thought it would be so far? You've got another year to go, of course. But
Pretty much, yeah. It's a lot different from middle school, but I'm enjoying it a lot.
Well, this is your first year to start, and you've been out there every game except maybe the senior night. And obviously we look to you for your shooting and everything and defending. Now, you got stuck on Oliver Payton there after, I guess, Crittenden wore down a little bit, or did you decide to give her a chance?
No, she started on Peyton Oliver. She started on her, and then when she came out, AC Tucker, and then you had her pretty much the rest of the night, didn't you? Yeah. It's ironic. She scored, I think I need to go play the lottery. We played them 3 times this year. She scored 19 at their place. She scored 19 at our place, and she scored 19 Monday night.
Really?
What's the odds of that?
Man,
19, 19, 19.
phenomenal, I think.
But the shooting percentage is lucky for us, and I think that's a credit to Sloan and whoever was on her. She's shooting in the low, around 35, 34%. Now, she goes to the foul line, you might as well lick your pen and write it down.
Yeah.
because she hit 22 out of 22 against Cleveland on
Single-handedly won
on
that game for 'em,
Saturday.
basically.
Of course, they were holding the ball, and Cleveland was trying to trap and foul her. We did a good job not fouling her Monday. And all the things we didn't do right, the thing we didn't do right was shoot the ball. We
Yeah,
were
other than
one.
that, yeah.
We were 1 for 19 from the 3-point line. If Carsey Weber's got an open three, girls, what do we want her to do?
Shoot it.
She was 1 for 8. Avery is a good 3-point shooter. She was 0 for 3. She hit, I don't know if you recall, she shot one there late. It went all the way in. And
Yeah.
it touched every inch of the rim and came out. I feel like I was playing pinball again back in high school. These girls obviously have the green light to shoot the open three. I mean, Erica's shooting 37% from the three. So it's the recipe was right. You know, it takes a lot of, you're on their home court. They got nothing to lose. They're playing loose.
Hostile crowd.
We're the team with the 100 and whatever. I don't know how many games it is.
112 now with the win.
112 game winning streak. We're going in 11-time district straight champs. So I think McMinn came out hungry, but our defense won the ball game for us. We held them to 36. We didn't turn how many turnovers did we have? I should have. I think we had 11 or 12.
11, I think.
We didn't have a
11 or 12. They had 19. It just come down to putting the ball in the hole. That's why I tell them to play each play like it's the last play, because you never know. Like, you know, there's an old, I need to find the poem, but it's an old poem I read years ago about, Coach, what's the big deal? It's just one missed layup. Hey, we got plenty of time. Anyhow, the poem goes on. It's just one pass, just one walk, it's just one foul, it's just one turnover. But at the end of the poem, this team loses by 1. And do you see where we're going with this? A missed layup in the first quarter is the same as a missed layup in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
But I will say this, I think these girls expect to win, and we came out of that timeout with 16 seconds left. Hannah Jones, everybody did their part. We've practiced that play. I think she told you, or somebody, we've done that play 500 times in practice. So everybody did their part. We had a plan B if she's not open. There's another person who it didn't materialize. And you got the assist. Avery set the screen. Carsey did her job. Ashlyn got it in. And, you know, Hannah needs to be commended for, she didn't flinch 1 inch.
No, she didn't.
And she hit it, but boy, that was the longest 9 seconds. They missed 2 shots. I haven't brought up that to the girls very much because we have to move on, but, you know, Peyton Oliver got down and shot a 5-footer, you know that.
So it's
And
right
then
there
they
in
got the
front of me.
rebound, so. But let's move on, We got the plaque, it's 12 in a row, and, you know, I was a little frustrated at the end of the game, but that tells you how successful this bunch has been. We win the district championship on a shot with 9 seconds, and the head coach is aggravated because his kids didn't shoot well. And I'm thinking, man, what a spoiled coach I am.
You are.
What a
We
sport.
all are, though. We all are.
I mean, here we won 12 in a row, and I'm over there going, dadgummit, we played bad. But, you know, these girls heard from me, you know the difference between winning from 1 point and losing by 1? That's as far as the East is from the West.
Yeah.
Winning by 1 and losing by 1. I wasn't sad. I just was not satisfied.
I understand.
And I think these girls know what I mean. I wasn't satisfied.
Well,
But
throughout
man.
that 12-year winning streak, you've had some close games. You've had some blowouts.
Overtimes.
Had overtimes. You've had every facet of the game that you can come up with in basketball, I guess. But right now, as you move on, you're looking now. We've won the last 6 district region championships in the tournament. 10 of the last 11. It was 1 year a double overtime loss to White County, 64-60. That double overtime loss to White
Ryan
County.
Howard's freshman year at Oodawall.
That stopped us from going, having a streak in the region. But
Just one play, one whistle, one bucket, one box out. We go on to the region finals, and we'd played Cumberland. I'd like my chances against Cumberland. But anyhow, that's over with. We've won 10 out of 11, yeah.
Yep, won 10 out of 11, and we'll take that any time, any day. But right now, tomorrow night, we've got Shelbyville Central, the Eaglettes, or the Golden Eaglettes, as they are sometimes called. Fabulous pro back under Rick Ensel, who left there in 05. They won their last title, one of 12. They have 12 championships there, girls, and 6 second-place finishes. So 18 times they've been to state finals. We've been there 8 times, which is probably about as much as anybody besides Shelbyville in the whole state. And the 2 times we didn't win it, in 64 and 95, guess who beat us? Shelbyville. So You know, we've seen them a lot. And you know, tournament's crazy. Let me walk you back here to the year 2000. Jack Harlow's first year here at Bearettes Central High School. We ended the season at 15-13, regular season, 15-13. And something clicked at that time. Well, not yet, but we came in 4th in the district tournament. We got beat twice in district play. We move on to the region play. We come in 3rd.
It's called sectional back. They did a 2-year sectional.
Yep.
They took the top 3 out of each region.
Went to the sectional,
Yeah.
and we played that one at Murfreesboro, Middle Tennessee over there.
I was there.
And we beat Oakland in the first round, and then we stunned McMinn County, who beat us twice in the regular season. And then we played Shelbyville, and they beat the tar out of us in that championship game. But 2 teams went from the sectional to the state, and when we got there, we won our first round against Oakland. Then we lost in the Final Four, so that team was 15-13.
I thought we beat Sullivan.
Sullivan East.
Sullivan East.
Sullivan East, yeah. Sullivan East, that's what we beat. We beat Oakland down in the sectional. We beat Sullivan East over there in the state, and then we lost to Shelbyville, who went on to win the state. We didn't lose Shelbyville, we lost somebody else, but Shelbyville won the state that year. So it just shows you that tournament play can bring out the most unexpected and pleasant surprises sometime, I guess, but we
It can break your heart.
Yeah.
It can rip your heart out. Look, if we lose Friday night, it's going to be heart-wrenching.
Yeah.
That's tomorrow.
Yeah.
We're doing this here on Thursday.
Yeah.
If we lose tomorrow, it's going to rip our hearts out. Now, I think we're the better team. That's no disrespect to Shelbyville. The rankings show it. The records show it. Your record, here's what's scary about them. They've got a 4-team district. So you only got 3 opponents.
Right.
They agreed to play each other 3 times. 2 times at your gym, once at mine. Next year we flip-flop it. They have played nobody except their district teams since December 30th. I'm sure they all played some kind of Christmas showcase or tournament. So all they've played, Shelbyville's only played Warren, Coffee, and Franklin. Warren, Coffee, Franklin. Warren, Coffee, Franklin. Get to the tournament, they play Warren and they play Franklin. That's all they've played. I'm not sure I'd like that. But so what I'm getting at here, Gary, that any film I get on them that's not Warren, Coffee, Franklin is from December of 2021. Any good coach will tell you want recent films. Teams can even change their defenses. There could be people out, injured. I want films within the last 3 weeks. But I'm seeing teams that know, by that time they know each other. They know all their signals. They know their out-of-bounds plays. You can ask these girls. We know every team in our district. We know pretty much who their players are, don't we? Mm-hmm. We even know their plays to a certain extent. We know their out-of-bounds plays to a certain extent.
Yeah, better, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we've put hours and hours of, these girls have watched a little bit of film. I mean, I bet I've put in 10 hours of film on Shelbyville right now.
What do you see when you look at it?
And here's the advantage they have. They finished their district a week ago tomorrow. So I'm sure, so they already know who 1, 2, 3, 4.
And they've been here in person to watch us play, haven't they?
They've been to McMinn County to watch us play twice. So what I'm trying to tell you is Shelbyville, any kind of coach is probably predicting us to win the district, even though we barely won. Mm-hmm. Shelbyville has been watching film on us, I'm sure, from Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. They're tired of watching film.
Yeah.
So they know us as good as they're going to know us. And I got to think, we had a short turnaround, but I think I know them pretty well.
What do you see when you look at their film?
They've got a great shooter, number 11, Blackburn. I'm going to give you a scouting report on them. They got a freshman point guard, 24. She's young, but man, she's about 5'7", and she doesn't shoot the jumper, but she can drive and facilitate.
Kind of like Peyton Oliver.
And no, she's no Peyton Oliver. She doesn't shoot it at all from the 3, but
sets them up to shoot.
She'll drive and she's physical. And then number 12 is a sophomore inside. She's only 5'9", but from her hips to her knees, she's as strong as any girl we've seen this year. So, and then they got role players, number 20, who does whatever it takes to win, and they got number 10, who's a slasher and a driver. The good news, they're not very deep. They play 6 people. They get past 6, we've got the advantage. There's no question. I think our starting 5 is better. I know they are, but same thing with McMinn. We got to shoot the ball. We shoot like we did Monday, but they're not going to shoot like that. Not in our gym. I tell them all the time. What's the advantage?
10 points. Mm-hmm.
How many?
10.
10 points. That's my feeling. Where else would we want to play Shelbyville besides Jim Smitty Arena? Anywhere? Can you think of?
Nope. And I think I could have gone in there in the game the other night and made a better.
You probably
three-pointer
shot
than-
half-court shots and hit one.
than what we were shooting 1 of 19. That's not good.
But think about that, Gary. Shoot 1 for 19 from the 3. And everybody out there in YouTube land, we go 1 for 19, and we still win.
What if you made 2 of those?
No, I'm just saying that what does that tell you a little bit about our team?
Catch our defense won the game for us.
Yeah, we go 1 for 19 from the 3, and we win.
Yeah.
Uh,
You get 36
you're not,
points.
life gives you a lemon, you make what?
Lemonade, I guess.
You make lemonade, Trevor. So what I'm taking this is we're not going to shoot any worse than that.
Right.
Anything above that's gravy. If we shoot average, we win by 20. And me and David Tucker are good friends. His team, if they'd have beat us, I'd have shook his hand just like I did if I won. But we'll be prepared. We got one more day of practice, and we'll have a practice tomorrow before the game. But my job is to make sure those legs are fresh, that mind is sharp. And there's a word that we lose sometimes, and it's got to be hungry.
Yeah.
But, you know, people in the stands like, you got to want it more. You got to want it more. Yeah, well, everybody wants it on Friday night. But what are you doing between the time you practice and Friday night? So I got one more practice. You know how valuable my time is. I'm so busy today with school and classes and going to PLC meetings during my planning that I don't have time to even run to Sam's to get concession stand.
Well, maybe you find some guy.
This guy right here is going to go to Sam's for us today.
Hey, we got to have our junk.
He's going to run down to Sam's and buy a concession stand for us, okay? Let's give Gary 3 on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
We got to have our junk food, folks. We go to the ball game, we got to have our hot dogs and our nachos.
Dr. Peppers, I mean.
Dr. Pepper, Lord of mercy. You can't open the gates without Dr. Pepper. You know, I boycott concession stand when I get there and there's no Dr. Pepper.
He's got the keys to my truck in his pocket right now. And I hope his wife doesn't know this. He's going to Sam's without her. That saved him $400 right
Oh,
there.
at least, you know, they'll send her do a security check, a welfare check on her if I show up without her down there, you know, make
Yep.
sure I hadn't killed her or something like that. But, well, Erica, here you are playing in the junior year. You're playing tomorrow night in a game against Shelbyville, a do or die game. There is no tomorrow if you lose. But if you win, we're still alive, move to the semifinals on Monday night, and that will have to be at Coffee County, Coach. It looks like it's very slim chance you can come back here because we'd have to sweep all 4 games from our district. We'd have to sweep.
It's not going to happen.
No,
Coffee
we agree
County,
on that.
I mean, it's not going to happen. Coffee County's going to win. And we'll be playing, if we lose, if we turn our uniforms in, if we win, we will play the winner of Cleveland and Warren County.
Yep.
And I think I think Cleveland can go over and beat them.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know enough to give a educated.
Right.
I'm saying I would call it a coin toss.
You've probably not seen anything on Warren unless they win this play.
I've got some film on them, but I haven't. All I did was just watch 6 minutes, just do a quick scan. Just how big are they were in a 2-3 zone. What kind of offense were they running against the man? And then I shut it off because right now I can't be.
Shelbyville, that's it.
That's it.
What's Shelbyville size look like for you?
They're not real big, but they're not tiny. Their post player is 5'9", so Hannah Jones is going to have the advantage there, but she's strong. I told you from the hips to her knees, she's as strong as any girl I've seen us play this year. She knows how to use her body. Mm-hmm. The point guard's about 5'7", but their shooter's about 5'8". Their other facilitator, number 10, she's about 5'4", 5'5". Number 20 is about 5'8". So those numbers sound pretty good for us. I think the matchup-wise is pretty good.
Yep. Erica, you and Sloan, y'all look at film with coach or at the same time, and he's stopping and pointing out, hey, here's what we got to handle. Is that how you do? I've never seen in a film session how y'all do that. So sort of tell us how you do that.
Yeah, he'll play it and we'll watch it, and he'll most of the time stop and rewind and slow-mo. And we just make sure it's like a classroom, like we're paying attention the whole time.
So what you think? Sloan, as coach, do you ever go back and look at Bradley films? I mean, after one of our games, you can go back and look at ours and say, boys, here's where we really fouled up. You know, we shouldn't have done this, shouldn't have thrown this pass, or not a good shot selection, or whatever. You look at study Bradley film that way too?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sometimes they've been known to get little quick 25-second video screenshots from my phone by text message around 10, 9, I got carried away a little
At
bit.
night?
Maybe about 10:20. I thought, I got to quit doing this. It's time for them to go to bed. Did you get one, Erica?
No, I didn't.
You didn't get one. Dang it.
I got like 10 of them.
Surprise.
Sloan got about 10 last night. So.
Well, it's good to know that you're working on it
Well,
late at night.
and hey, does it help?
Yeah.
Does it help?
Yeah.
Do you go? You don't say this on the show here, but do you go? I'm sure she's going. Oh God, here's another text from Coach Reuter. But I try to,
But it's
people say that you got to. Here's the problem with the generation now. I see the difference. Not these two girls, but it used to be coaching. It's coaching. It's coaching. Now it's criticism. It's criticism. No, there's a difference between criticism and coaching. Obviously, I'm going to show you things you do right. Mm-hmm. I'm going to show you things you do wrong. But, I've heard people say for every correction, you should have a bunch of compliments. Well, in basketball, I don't know who's writing that book or who's doing that. You don't have time for 10 positives for every. Hey, Erica, you got to box out. Then I don't have time for 10. Great job, great screen, great shot, great pass. It's coaching, and that's what people have to understand. Is coaching. If these girls didn't think that I was in it with them, what have I told you? If we lose what?
Together.
If we win, we win.
Together.
They're not going to lose and me go, it's their fault. No, I didn't have them ready, Gary. I didn't have them ready. And I've seen coaches do that, and I just wonder where their mind. I wonder, did they have children? Did they raise any kids? Because you know what? I'm a grown man and they're kids, and they've got to want it, and I've got to want it, and this is a combination, and they got to know that I'm in it with them. If she falls on her face tomorrow night, I'll be the first one to go grab her and pick her up, but she's not. I've told you before, when I go down the road in that bus and I know a team's going to press us, when I got Sloan Carpenter with me, I feel pretty good.
Yeah.
They're going to press us tomorrow night too.
Are they?
Off and on, yeah.
Well, we was talking about sending the little snapshots or whatever. Positive reinforcement, you don't need, if they're doing it right, you don't need to waste your time. They already know how to do that. But
Yeah.
you think sometimes to make a mistake, that's when you say, hey, here's probably what you should have done there. But it's
There
one
you
of those do or
I
die
sent that to
games.
Hannah Jones last night. Do you recognize this play right here?
Yes, I do.
Last play of the game.
Yep.
What do you think I said?
I don't know.
I said big-time players step up in big-time situations.
But your heart was in your throat when they took the ball. Tucker had timeout, didn't call it. He said, I trusted them to take it down. Didn't want to give us time to set up a defense. I guess it was his thinking there, and they missed their shot.
That's his problem, not mine.
I know.
No, I told the girls some coaches would call it. I've seen coaches score with 9 seconds left and call a timeout on defense to set their defense.
Yeah.
I've never been a big fan of that. It's a philosophy. Like, you're up 3, do you foul or not? I believe in that.
You don't foul them on shooting a three-pointer.
No, Lord no.
Well, it's going to be a big game tomorrow night at Bradley Central. Hopefully we'll win that first round. Tickets are 8 and 4.
8 for adults, 4 for students.
Bradley Central had it set by the region, so they've had that meeting yesterday. We encourage everybody from the Bear Nation to be there. It'll be on Mix 104.1. You can see the streaming on the NFHS network, which I still have trouble saying that. But Mr. Schroed and his crew will be there doing that at Bradley Central.
I've got a lot of family in Kentucky and different places that my own daughter who lives in Lookout Valley, she signed up she said I couldn't stand it. I had to sign up for, what is it, Glenn, $12 a month?
$10.99.
$10.99. She goes, we played McMahon. She said she couldn't make it the game. From Lookout Valley to McMahon, that's what, hour and 15-minute drive. She had to work late. She said I couldn't stand it, so I paid the $10.99, and she goes, now I got a whole month. So there's a lot of people. There's people from other states. I've got family in Kentucky. I know that there's a lot of people that enjoy watching that, and but I'd love for you to be here in person. Don't take that away. If you can't be here, I see it as it helps people. There's no way they can be here. Yeah. But if you can be here, we need this crowd here. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna tell you, when we go to Coffee County, girls, if we win, that place is gonna be packed. And we meet Coffee in the finals, they'll have 500 students in there yelling at us. We need student body out here tomorrow night. I know Monday was tough. We were out of school. It's up at Athens, but we're at home tomorrow night. We need you out here. I guarantee you these kids step just a little bit faster, they step just a little harder when they got their student body cheering for them.
And I think they'll be here.
Trevor, will you be here?
Yes.
That's all I need to know. I'm good to go.
We're going to wrap things up for this week's show here on the BCHS Bear Network. I've been your host, Gary Ownbey. Tune into our shows. You can see these on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook as well. Wish the Bears the best of luck tomorrow night on Friday night in the first round of the region. It's one of those do-or-die nights. We've got to have this win to stay alive and go to Coffee County in Manchester, over the rock, as they say, next Monday night. So until the next time, we'll say God bless for now, and go Bearettes.